जय राधा लाल पंचमी Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं तदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साधुजाता सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साधुतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेशं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
Namaste Devaya
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Sindhubhyayevacha
कृपा
Patitanam Pavanam
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यता पाश्चात्य देशकारि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंद The Supreme Personality of Godhead is eternally enjoying Himself, and He is the shelter of all kinds of devotional service. Although His ages are various, His age, known as Kaishor, is best of all. So we discussed, I don't remember, right? Here's the second. Gopal.
Leela Kritik Krishna Sarva Leela Nitya Patasam Dari and Sarva. When Lord Krishna appears from moment to moment, he exhibits different pastimes, beginning with the killing of Putana. All these pastimes are eternally being demonstrated one after the other.
So today, the topic is the nature of Krishna's pastime, the eternal nature of Krishna's pastimes. So every moment he exhibits some pastimes, beginning with killing of Putin. And all these pastimes are eternal and are being demonstrated one after another. There are many complicated questions that may come. See how it goes. Think of this as nature of Krishna's past. Yes.
Ananta Brahmananda Sare Nahika Ganana Kona Lila Kona Brahmande Koi Prakatana. The consecutive pastimes of Krishna are being manifested in one of the innumerable universes, moment after moment. There is no possibility of counting the universes. But any case, some pastime of the Lord is being manifested at every moment in one universe or another.
So every moment, some passing of Krishna is happening right in one universe or another. This is easy to understand.
No, I was just wondering, I think, like we had most of the pastimes in Bhaparayag here in this
Ah,
earth, and maybe the same Bhaparayag or something else in the in some other universe.
right now, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somewhere else, Krishna is performing pastime right now.
The same pastime as what he performed here. In
Yes.
spiritual world or like another material world?
Another material. So it is described by millions of universes, uncounted. And Krishna performs his pastimes here, then he goes perform pastime somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else. So he is constantly performing his pastimes. But what about Golok Vrindavan? Everything will be clear to you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains the nature of Krishna's pastime. This is the last topic in this chapter. Just I think 20 slides and then the chapter is over. That's all we discussed today. You hold on to that question. This chapter won't finish without this question.
हे मत साबलीला येन गंगाधार से लीला प्रकाट कार्य Rajendra Kumara. Thus the Lord's pastimes are like the flowing Ganges water. In this way, all the pastimes are manifested by the sun.
Hmm. Why compared to Ganges water?
Okay.
Already explained. Also, Ganges water is purifying. So anybody takes bath in Ganges water, flowing Ganges water becomes purified. Anybody takes bath in hearing Krishna's pastime becomes purified.
Lord Krishna exhibits his pastime of childhood, boyhood, and pre-youth. When he reaches pre-youth, he continues to exist eternally to perform his rasa dance and other pastimes. When he reaches the age of pre-youth, Keshwara, he does not grow. He simply Keshwara. He is therefore described in the Brahma Samhita as Nava Yavana.
अनन्तरूपं माद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तौ गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं भजामि.
This Nava Yavana or Priya is the eternal transcendental form of Krishna. Krishna never grows older than Nava Yavana.
So what is the youth age? Huh?
16.
16 is which age?
Age.
And then what is youth? Huh? 16. 16 and above is youth. So he reaches almost 60, then he stops. 15 years, 11 months, whatever. So he's eternally like 60, almost. But he never enters youth. Just, and then he stops. Then he continues performing his pastime eternally. Ah, yeah, he never grows more than 60.
About 15 years, 9 months, 7.5 days.
Is Krishna's age.
No,
So that's like just few months before 60, and he never grows before. Thank you. Exactly.
When he died also, the age is same, but years maybe more. But that's how it is.
नाम तो आपको पांडे गोविंद सब हुआ है.
No, we call he died at 125, right? In the top area when Krishna born and he did all the Leela.
What do you mean by died?
He left his body in that time, right?
Where did he leave the body?
No, in the Dwapara area when he came, he leaves that uh, in the Dwapara area he leaves. He did all the pastimes and he leaves. He goes to some other place. But when he leaves, it was around 125 years.
Then what happened after 125?
No, he might have doing in another place.
The words are careful. No? He doesn't leave his body, he doesn't die. He sits on his chariot and goes to the next place and then begins again.
So till that time he was 16 only.
How many grandsons Krishna has? You can calculate. I mean, I also don't have number. How many wives Krishna had? 108. And how many sons from each wife? So that becomes 160,108. And then from each sons, 10 grandsons. So it becomes 1,600,108. And he's still 16 years old.
They grow more than 60. All the grandsons.
They will grow, yes. Krishna will live like. Among them, some are incarnation of Narayan, like Pradyumna, Anirudh. They also youth. But some are, not all of them are Narayan. Yeah. Same question as she asked. Is the past okay? So we'll hold on and we'll let the floor. So your question is Krishna performing his pastime simultaneously in many places? Like he is in 5 universes right now and performing his pastimes?
Yes, to cover millions of universes, he might need a same thing indicated in many people.
So is Krishna performing pastimes in many universes right now or one universe right now? This is your question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. Huh? Oh.
No wonder it just said one cannot understand in the last slide. Like one cannot understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the last slide. Huh. In the end, Krishna's capital. Anyways, don't you know? We won't be able to understand. We can do previous slide.
Descriptions of Krishna's eternal pastimes are in all the reasons listed, but one cannot understand how they are eternal.
How they are continuing eternally, we cannot. One cannot. Huh? Okay.
To give an example by which people may understand Lord Krishna's eternal pastimes. Example can be found in the Gita. The sun moved across the zodiac day and night and crosses the oceans between the seven islands, one after the other. One after the other.
What is zodiac?
And stars, movements of stars.
So sun moves across the zodiac day and night. What does that mean?
Science, that's what it is. Yes. Stars, or whatever you call it, I think.
Constellation.
Huh? The sun moves across the zodiac day and night and crosses oceans between the seven islands, one after the other. Second line is clear. This earth has seven oceans. No? So he crosses the ocean one. This is clear.
Zodiac is in the sense, in this context, I think probably the zones.
He goes to different zones.
That's in this
Wow.
context.
Yeah.
According to Vedic astronomical calculations, the rotation of the sun consists of 60 gandas and it is divided into 36 palas.
This is Goswami. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is trying to explain, and he's giving this example to explain. The example itself we cannot understand. What topic about Krishna's past? He's saying, let me simply try to explain you through another example. That example.
Maybe back then, like people were very well versed about it. Everyone was like a pundit.
Vedic astrological calculations.
We don't.
They are time units. So there is Muhurata, then there is like, this comes in Bhag. How many seconds they are, how many minutes they are, how many hours they are. So it's basically sun is moving with time, sun is moving. Basically. You are doing some research on how much is renda, how.
No, just taking the screenshot. You do it later.
Yeah. It's basically different measurement of time. 15 point this much seconds is one this and
Just
but sun keeps moving. If you understand sun keeps moving, that's good.
The sun rises in steps consisting of 60 palas. 60 palas equal 1 danda and 8 danda comprise 1 prahara.
And you know Prahar? Huh? Prahar, you understand? Huh? Yeah, it's around 3. 8 Prahars in a day. No? Around 3, but it's not all 3 hours. Some are 2 hours, 48 minutes, and some is longer. But generally, you can say 3 hours.
is.
That is that, but basic Ashtakal means 8 time zones, 8 Prahars. So that's like what Krishna does every day is called Ashtakal. 8 Prahars, what he does, that's called Ashtakal. So it is said how the time is defined according to Bhagavatam. On what basis the time is defined?
Rotation of the sun.
In movement of the sun. So the minimum distance is, it's the distance is not given in millimeters or centimeters, but it's like the minimum. It's like 1 atom is the minimum size that is defined, and the amount of time the sun takes to move an atom is called a unit, a time unit. And then in 60 units, he this much travel in 1 danda, 1 this, and then 1 prahar. So in this way, that's how the time is defined in Bhagavad. I don't remember all. There are like 20, 25 measurement units. Among them, these palas, dandas, praharas, muhurata, they are all coming. All right. So based on that, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is describing. Basically, he is telling how with time sun moves throughout the seven oceans. Understand? How sun moves? He goes around the earth, right? No?
Earth goes around the sun.
So does the sun moves? No?
No.
Earth goes around the sun. Oh, that is a scientific.
Okay, it's a star, so I don't. The sun is like considered a star.
So sun moves? No, he doesn't move. Moves?
Scientifically, it doesn't.
Yeah, sun moves.
It looks like sun moving, but actually Earth is moving.
Everything's moving.
So sun doesn't.
But sun moves for at the galaxy center, not around the
Earth. Sun moves.
Hmm.
So in how the sun moves?
Sun will rotate on its axis as well as it rotate around the galaxy center of the galaxy.
That's what Uttarayana and Dakshina means. Uttarayana means he goes like this. And Earth is here. So he goes like this.
Sun movement can't be measured by the Earth time.
Yeah, Earth is here.
But Earth only moves around the sun.
Earth also moves, but the sun moves like this. The sun movement is not based on Earth movement.
Yeah.
But
it moves.
he moves like going towards, this is north, right? This side is north, right?
Yeah, this way.
No, not according to house. But this is north, this is south. Not right. And this is east and west. So if you see the universe, not the house. Universe. If you see the universe, then sun goes like this, and it is called Uttarayana. And when sun goes like this, it is called Dakshina. So how much time sun takes to move one atom is one time unit. And the time unit into 4 times becomes this, 8 times becomes this, 24 times, 60 times, and that into 360 times, this, and that's how. And then there is some muhurta, and that's how the whole time unit is.
So they're calculating based on our entire solar system moving because the sun is moving. If the sun is moving, our whole
Yes,
solar system.
everything moves. Yeah, there is nothing still.
But sun is
Topic is not the movement of sun, but topic is Krishna's past time. What is the question?
but he moves around somebody. Both
Sun, okay, sun moves around somebody, universe, axis.
Yeah, you know.
Galaxy. Yeah.
Stuff we don't even.
We should have a Sukadeva Goswami. He is extraordinary. Okay, continue.
We all know. The day and the night are divided into 8 praharas, 4 belonging to the day and 4 belonging to the night. After 8 praharas, the sun rises again.
So if the sun is rising here, then he goes to different zodiacs based on time units, and then after 8 praharas, again sun appears. This much we can have.
There is an orbit that manifested one out of the in the lifetime of 14 Manus, this orbit expands all the universes and repeatedly it returns. As Krishna moves with his pastimes, the universes.
So different zodiac signs, different time zone. So Krishna goes to different universes. And 8 prahar of Krishna is the life of 14 Manus. Because 14 Manu is 1 day of Brahma. So once in a day of Brahma, Krishna again enters this universe. And how the sun keeps moving through different zodiac signs everywhere and follows an orbit. Likewise, Krishna follows an orbit and then comes back after 14 lifetimes of Manu again into this universe.
Krishna goes in every day of each day of
Brahma. And it is also mentioned in this universe he comes 528 Manvantara. Dwapar Yuga or 528 Manvantara is Krishna comes here.
Yeah, every universe has its own sun, right? So this.
Yeah, so our sun remains here only. He doesn't go to universes. Krishna goes to universes. Our sun remains here only. But just how sun is moving and come back after 24 hours, he comes back again after. For example, right now, after 24 hours, again sun position will be like after 24 hours. So likewise, Krishna moves to different universes. Yeah, Krishna keeps on moving and he never takes a break.
He's at 16.
Huh?
He's at 16. He's at 16 only. He never takes a break.
Every time he grows, reaches to 16, stay there, then again he become a baby and grow. Okay. That is good.
previous Dwapara was 528.
Yes. I mean, this Kali Yuga is 528 Kali.
Yeah.
After this, again, 1000 Kali Yuga will end. Then again, from first, then again the morning of Brahma, then goes to the middle of Brahma, 528 Dwapar Yuga. And at that time, right Krishna appears. And Krishna Prabhupada's pastimes.
So is he cycling in different Earths? Or is it like, does he only come to this Earth once? Like
He comes to this
Krishna,
earth
like our Earth.
once a day of Brahma. Every day he comes.
So what about when the Earth dies? Like does he like the Earth
So when the universes end,
then he goes to another one.
then no, if the whole universes ends, when Mahavishnu breathes in, everything ends. Then he continues passing in Goloka. When universes begin, then that manifests here also, and then pastimes continues here also. Otherwise, they become one. Otherwise, they become many, and he continues pastimes. And become one. But his pastimes are continuing eternally.
So is only for this one for Krishna only, or is it for every avatar?
Right. Every avatar resides mostly there only. In a way, like not all. For example, Lord Ram, yeah, he also cycles. But like Vishnu, he resides here. Vamandev resides here. You know? Many resides here, and some cycle. That's why Ram is very important because he also circles, just like Krishna.
Every
Huh?
every Treta is he doesn't come.
He comes every time.
But Krishna comes only one day of Brahma. But that's
That's correct.
So every
Not
other
same.
Dwapara is a different Krishna.
Every
Every other Dwapara is a different Krishna.
Narayan only comes and speaks Bhagavad Gita. No Vrindavan pastimes. He doesn't go to Vrindavan.
I was just trying to recollect that the one past. I think one of the.
So he moves fast. But Ram goes to every universe also.
Is it like same like Krishna? One day of Brahma? Or
No, every Treta Yuga he comes.
So he's more frequent. His cycle's more frequent. Maybe.
And then he stays for 1,000 years. How he manages, he only knows. But he goes to every universe.
No,
Not.
they're so busy.
Krishna will come only one day of Brahma. That's it.
No.
So he won't come every Dwapara Yuga.
No. Only 528 in one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 Dwapar Yugas. So he comes only one Dwapar Yuga, remaining time he doesn't.
31 nobody is there.
Narayan himself comes and speak Bhagavad Gita.
Oh.
But Krishna doesn't come. But in this Yuga, Krishna comes, performs his Vrindavan pastime. Srimati Radharani comes.
So we're very lucky.
God, that's
But we could have been like a different cycle that we wouldn't have heard.
Prabhupada says Krishna just appeared. How long was 5,000 years? 5,000? But they cannot understand what Prabhupada meant by saying Krishna just appeared. Say, cycles.
That's what this.
He's also incarnation of Narayan, who spreads the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but he gives Vaikuntha through Mahamantra. But the same Mahamantra, original version gives Vrindavan. That's fine line of this 528th is special. Okay. Again, that's not the topic, but anything can be talked.
Lord Krishna said, "Yada yada yada anusya lani bhatyani." Whenever there are like some will come. But that happens only one day in Brahmasmi.
No, that refers to any incarnation.
Entry.
Because when he comes as Narsimha,
Hmm.
he can say, I come.
Hmm.
Because everything is his incarnation. They keep coming, unlimited. But he himself doesn't.
Hmm.
He's expensive. When he comes. Dwapar and Treta exchange.
So after Brahma's one day, it will be annihilation.
Up till annihilation means the planets are burned and no life up till Swarglok. Top 4 remains, everything else, like, but the planet remains.
Oh, okay.
But the annihilation happens. Planets are created by Vishnu only when he came. In the navel, he created planets. But everything is burned and drowned and all this thing gone. Nothing remains. And then again, and then above planetary system, after Swargalok is Janalok. So Janalok residents, Bhagavatam says, feels heat because of the burning Swargalok. They're like, yeah, it's just too hot, we'll go up. So they can move. So they go to Maharlok. So Maharlok, Tapalok, Satyalok, they all sleep. Then they get up, and now Brahma has the responsibility to populate the remaining 10 universes. So it starts the work again. Everybody else just gets up and does their tap and other thing. Brahma has to work again. The partial, yes.
Probably when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I was I had I took a shower, and it was at night. It was dark, and I went into like I had like a vision, or not vision, but like I remembered something, and that's what I remember. What you just said.
What did you say?
That that cycle that like the planets will burn up like over time, and then it restarts like again and again and again, like eternally.
Yeah.
And I like that's like one of my clearest memories from childhood. I remember that vision of like I was born to different parents before, and this is just happening, and this whole world is like going in that cycle, but no one's like knows about it. I can't believe you just said that. Like literally described
I
it.
mean, scripture says that this will be.
Yeah.
Everything goes or anything happens like that.
Vishnu
Inhibits
the whole universe gone.
all the universe. So it's not like a rotation. Some goes, some still here.
No. Everything is cycled, timed with Vishnu's breath. That thing is fixed. Okay.
And Brahmaloka is still there.
No.
Brahma.
Total annihilation. Brahma is destroyed. Brahma Lok is universe is destroyed.
So everything. Or partial only of
Earth, water, fire, they all everything disappears.
but then partial or Brahma because all these
He sleeps.
Right.
He's like, then he gets up. And then he gets he's like, oh no, everything is gone. I have to start again. Then he prays, my Lord, please give me creative potency. And then he sees in one Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu came, took everybody back. He's like, are they are? Here only somebody Kali Yuga, he cannot go back. Lord Chaitanya comes, he just gone, gone, gone. That's why they said that they become very eager when Lord Chaitanya comes to participate in his pastimes. So all the devatas come. Because not every devata gets a chance to associate with Lord Chaitanya. Only devatas in 528 Manvantara. Because the life of devata is same as life of Manu. So only 528 Manvantara devatas get a chance to associate with Lord Chaitanya. Other devatas, only one time they get a chance. So they all come in millions to associate with Lord Chaitanya.
when Brahma one so another Brahma comes that so then
They stop. The universe is gone.
so
Vishnu.
that is the total energy.
But
Universe.
Vishnu is still there.
Vishnu.
From total annihilation.
He's the one who breathes.
He's the
Yeah.
only one.
Yeah. He's the one who takes everything inside and then brings it out.
So the creation, is it a kind of a every time like a same species or a different species? Like we can create a different kind of species.
He can create any species he likes. But the total count is 8.4 million. Body can handle it.
That was Vishnu also. Vishnu.
Yes. Same with the process of creation, same thing. Reverse.
Then creating all those 84 million together they were created, or is it even from dog to next higher one? Creating.
They all were created by the wives of Prajapatis. By the Prajapatis and Prajapati's wife. They all were created to Prajapati. Some Prajapatis, they gave birth to animals. They're expert and all the species will come. They can do that. That's why they are Shakti Avesh. Means they are empowered by the Lord and that's why they could do such things.
So it's not based on the karma they're taking over.
Based on karma from previous, not previous life, but from previous previous end of the previous day. And then again they continue in the next new beginning from where they left. Everything is calculated. वो तो करते हम पे इमेजिन नहीं कर रहा तो एग्जीक्यूशन कितना डिफिकल्ट होगा all right.
Some species will be endangered, like they will, like for example, dinosaurs. So how do we understand like that bodies are gone? So even like sometimes like some species right now is there in the degradation because of the pollution and all. Like,
That may happen. It's not necessary that all 8.4 has to manifest right now, but in 8.4 million they are given.
that's the max.
Yeah.
Like harmful, like harmful.
Bodies they get here. Feeling tired, man?
Daksha Vishnu is another type. They remain identity. Like they are eternal.
So Shivdaksha Vishnu entered into Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Garbhodakshai Vishnu entered into Mahavishnu. Eternally there.
So Anand and Krishna has what? So Anand is also the being of eternal.
Mahavishnu. Ananta says is eternal. Yes. Mahavishnu lies on the snake. He remains eternal.
Anand.
Yes. Anand.
Shesha is there. So
Anand?
This happy day too, right?
Last question, bro. नहीं तो मैं तो सोचा कम से कम चैप्टर तो खत्म होना चाहिए.
The devas have karma. So the ones that have the karma to be with Krishna or Mahaprabhu in that 528, they'll only be able to be there.
Well, we don't say karma, we say those who have the sukrit, the devotion. Karma cycle goes separate from devotional cycle.
So devas don't have karma.
They have karma. But those who have that bhakti, they will be able to take birth and associate with God.
Like a
Huh?
like a sanskar.
Sanskar. Yeah, like from bhakti, there is bhakti like, there is karma like. Bhakti keeps increasing. Karma keeps changing. Good dissolves, bad dissolves, more good, less bad. This keeps on changing. Bhakti only increases. So when there is a point, no matter what this up and down this is going, then they don't, there is no uh, relation.
Okay.
One can be a sinner and have a horrible birth, and devotion can be very good.
Just devotion is purifying.
Yeah. It's just like one can be in mode of tamogun in this life, rajogun, sattvagun, and devotion is different. Devotional line is different from this is temporary situation. Keeps on changing. Gunas keep changing. Good karma gets burned, bad karma. But bhakti is like so. Some people may be very great karma, sattvagun, but no devotional life. Some people can be rajogun and maybe born in maybe not very like have some bad karma, some suffering, but bhakti can be very good.
Mm.
So bhakti is
It's
totally
kind of enough to like override the thoughts. Like or like it not overrides
they
but
both manifest,
uh,
but there is no relation.
okay.
Karma angle and bhakti. कभी कभी हमें सरेंडर करना होता है. तो आज खत्म होगा नहीं होगा सरेंडर कर दिया. If it finishes good, doesn't finish fine. Next week it will finish. बताइए बात. I had great desire to discuss Krishna's pastime. Nature of Krishna's pastime today. Discuss about Devata. Yes, sir.
different universes from the suppose we enter into one of the universe, right? So until we attain perfection, then in the same universe or like
It can change.
change.
Because it is said during Mahaprabhu's time, the whole universe was delivered. And the universe was filled from other universes immediately. So means exchange offer is there.
Because some like how we depend on we interact and
I mean, whichever whatever our karma is, this universe has those yonis and those conditions for us. But is exchange of possible? Yes. Continue. Krishna remains within the universe for who's supposed to read? No? Okay.
You have to ask questions.
It's the only one that can come out. It's the only one that can
Surrender.
Prabha.
That is
This is clear. For 125 years, he travels.
So this 125 years is 16 years.
And
After 16 to 125, he remains 16.
The cycle of his pastimes turns like a wheel of fire. Thus, Krishna exhibits his pastimes one after the other in every unit.
Does it mean that Putna pastime is happening only at one place in some way? Other place, some other pastime may be happening, right? That's
See why Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami compares it with the wheel of fire. If there is a wheel of fire, can you distinguish from one spike to another? It's a wheel.
No, like
But you only see like fire, fire, fire.
one.
There is change, but still it's constant fire only you see. See, everything that the Goswamis compare na, has lot of meaning. There is no distinction between different. It's just you all it seems is fire. But
infinity, like continuously.
it seems like, but only fire is visible.
That means he is doing simultaneously.
No,
It's happening in a cycle, but it doesn't seem like it because it's like just always happening.
अभी वो भी clear हो जाएगा. I want to let Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada speak, and when it comes that point, then we discuss more. But we let the concept build based on how Krishna. Same pastimes, one after the other universe. Wheel moves, you only see fire. Same fire, same fire, same fire. So Krishna's pastimes are same, any universe he goes. It's constantly same. So that's one way how every pastime of Krishna is eternal. Okay. There is more meaning to it, but we'll see. So then,
Krishna's pastimes, appearance, childhood, boyhood, and youth are all manifested beginning with the killing of Putana and extending to the end of the Mosla Leela. The annihilation of the Yadu dynasty, all of these pastimes are rotating in every universe.
appear boyhood, Kishore, pre-youth, then going to different places, killing of Putana, then his disappearance pastime, Marshal Leela, where arrow was shot. So this happens, all this happens in every universe. So this whole thing is like a spike of fire, and it continuously runs. Good so far. Wow. पता है, what is it?
No, I can add this. That's it.
All the questions will be answered, but step by step. Yes.
Since all Krishna's pastimes are taking place continuously at every moment, some pastime is existing in one universe or another. Consequently, these pastimes are called eternal by the Vedas and Puranas.
So what do you feel from this?
That at every moment we have access to
Krishna's past.
Krishna's pastime.
It is live somewhere.
Even if you like, if you're remembering a pastime, it's like
It's
it's
happening.
not just that you're remembering it; it's actually happening.
So now, at every moment, some pastime is existing in one universe or another. Now,
Kind of in one universe, like probably like another universe, special remember happening like this, or one universe completely.
so is Krishna stealing
Yeah, we did. That's what we did.
See here. Some pastime is existing in one universe or another. It doesn't specifically say. Some pastime is happening at somewhere in this whole material creation. It's not good.
Don't know which or where.
Something is going on right now. Krishna is letting his pastimes right now somewhere. Good so far?
Only one pastime is happening somewhere.
Sarna ka bhai, ek ही सवाल है. But it's coming through in many words. We still have 5 minutes. I'm still hopeful.
The spiritual abode known as Goloka is a pasturing land for Surabhi cows. He is as powerful and opulent as Krishna. By the will of Krishna, the original Goloka and Gokula Dhamas are manifested with him in all the universes.
That's clear. Every universe has Goloka. With him, the Dham also manifests in every. Every universe has Vrindavan. That's where he performed pastime. Has Dwarka, has Mathura. So Dham is manifesting with him in every universe. And he always goes from Dham to Dham to Dham to Dham. Yes. They go. So once we become perfect, then we can travel with Krishna. It will be nice.
Same as the states, Prabhuji.
Some are same, some are different.
Prabhuji is spiritual, so they should be always present simultaneously. Spiritual.
So all of them are present simultaneously. Yeah.
Because right now in our universe there is a Golokadam and the Ashram Sultan. So similarly it will happen in the universe.
Yes. Right now. Okay. Who's next?
Several aspects of Krishna are continuously taking place in original life. The same pastimes are really manifested between the world in each and every area.
अभी ध्यान से. This is where all the answers lie. In this slide and the next slide. These are the last two slides we cover for today. But this will answer the questions. Next we will quickly finish and start the next chapter.
Krishna's appearance may be manifested in this universe and immediately after his birth, his pastime is manifested in the next. After his killing of Krishna is manifested in this universe, it is the next manifested in another universe. Thus, all the pastimes of Krishna are eternally existing both in original Goloka Vrindavan planet and in the material universe. 125 years calculated in our solar system to be Krishna's lifetime equal one moment for Krishna. One moment these pastimes are manifested in one universe, and the next moment they are manifested in the next universe.
Everybody's clear.
Demons are there in Goloka.
The demons are there. But they are not demoniac. They are just Yogamaya creatures. But same pastimes are there. Same pastime that happens there, same pastime happens.
The second power paragraph is nicely translated because it's a power paragraph. It was saying like 125 years is a one moment, but in the top paragraph is saying like one moment, Potana pastime will happen here, and the next moment, another Potana pastime will happen in the next moment.
So here is the discussion. is Krishna killing Putana happening at some universe right now or not necessarily?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is Krishna killing Putana right now? What about is Krishna killing Aghasura right now?
Yes.
Is Krishna performing Rasla right now? So is he manifesting in multiple universes right now?
Yes.
Or he's in one universe? Or he's in many universes?
Maybe. Yes. Yes. The
Huh?
second one.
So Krishna expands and goes into many universes.
Yeah.
And every universe is like one moment different. We cannot understand.
Yeah, that's the second paragraph. It was mentioned like the third paragraph. It says 125 years is equal to 1 moment
For Krishna, this is moment
for us.
us. That 125 years of Krishna is like a moment. So when the fire is going on, every moment Krishna is into another universe. So every moment, all the pastimes of Krishna are happening. Because for Krishna, 125 years is one moment. So every moment pastimes of Krishna are happening. Yes.
So when you spin anything, so this pass, it just likes a circle, right?
Yeah.
So it's spinning one after one after the other, but it's so fast. So for Krishna it's a sequence. For us, it's a parallel. Is that okay?
Because we don't know how to understand that. If we think that Krishna is in unlimited universes and just one moment of it, then Krishna should be here also. If there are like billion, so if we conclude that, then that means that right now Krishna is manifesting his pastimes in trillions of universes right now.
But it said that it's sequential.
Uh,
So it's
One
not
moment,
like-
one moment. So is Krishna killing Putna right now? He's not killing Putna right now.
It's in sequential that.
No, for him it's
This is contradictory. And how do we understand? We don't know how to understand.
It's like a mystery.
Because it is also said that he goes and then he finishes, then he goes to the next, then he goes to the next. This is also clearly mentioned that he goes different universes, and just like the sun is moving across zodiac signs, like Krishna is covering everything, and after that he comes here, and he's covering everything and comes here. So he keeps moving to next. But then if some pastime is happening simultaneously,
He moves on.
he
like
is
that
moving.
right after that.
his timeline is
So he's
different.
sequential and he's simultaneously he's killing Putna also.
He's both rational and irrational at the same time.
All contradictions of our Krishna. So if you think you understand Krishna's pastime, it's a you should reconsider your statement. Ultimately, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says he cannot understand Krishna. तो आप बोलोगे 1 घंटे से जग मारोगे कंफ्यूजन तो यही था 1 घंटे पहले कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा तो आप बोला
Time
Yeah, it's
in like 521. That will happen in one universe. So that will be really rare, right? Like he already appeared on this universe.
Yes.
Now currently he is not in this universe. Like that, so many places already that turn may have gone. So it may be very rare, like universes where he is there. And that will happen for 125. So,
Then he goes next.
so it's not necessary that every universe he is there right now.
No. Is there? I'll add one more twist before I end. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says this is like only one place he said that. I don't know how to understand it. Think about it. He says when there are multiple planets in spiritual world where Krishna is of multiple ages. And when Krishna changed the age by one moment, another Krishna comes. When Krishna is changed by another moment, another Krishna comes. So within that, can we understand Krishna's pastimes? How can we understand Krishna?
Wait, when we, like, 9 it don't go anywhere. Like, so, same thing, na, that Krishna who goes in next pattern is different. So, like that, there will be many Krishnas, right? In different patterns.
So the best way to say is confused.
Time.
Because if we give reason to it, somewhere we'll get stuck. Some words will be stuck. Any reason you give, there's something else somebody will say, what about this?
It's like Rasamila where he expands himself into all the forms. Like it's him, but in each different.
But here he doesn't expand. He's only going. And wherever he goes, he expands for different pastimes. But it's not that he is expanding and performing pastimes multiple universes.
But he has one thing. One thing is like he has that. He has these capabilities that are like inconceivable. Like we don't. How did you do that? I don't know. You know,
It is that all contradictions merge in
He's
Krishna.
God.
Just be satisfied with that. All contradictions merge in Krishna.
Just to read the scriptures and then try to understand how much are we can more.
So if the question is Krishna killing Putna right now? Yes. Are all the pastimes eternal? Yes. Is Krishna giving birth? Yes. Is he manifesting himself in many universes? No. He goes like this. Then how is he doing that?
Is he beyond space and time?
Can he do it? Another way to understand is, I mean, no matter how we explain it, it's going to be based on the best of our intelligence. Which is not like only purified to not purified. It's slightly purified to understand Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is Krishna.
Second point is different. Immediately after his birth, his fasting is manifested in another universe. Means he is there in both universes. See, here already born. In the next moment, he is born in taking birth in
So right now Krishna is performing his pastimes in millions of universes.
Yes, because the universe's timeline might be different. So, for example, what is the time in Earth? It's not the same time in Moon. Similarly, between the universe's timeline is different. But as per Krishna's time, he is going sequential. But where we see, like, no, we are able to then we are seeing parallel because of the timelines between universes are different.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Because of
one way to explain is every moment a different Krishna in different universe. Because there are millions, they're based on age, there are Krishnas. Each Krishna is there at one point of time in one universe.
Yeah.
And he's too technical.
I think in the Bhagavad Gita it says, right? I think Krishna is not born by the time I think he can do one. Maybe
Ultimately, my conclusion is
It's like when you're in a planetarium. You make it go out further and further in the universe.
we can try to satisfy ourselves some way or the other, but we always fall short. No matter how we understand, we'll fall short somewhere else because the beginning he says, but he's trying to explain, but incapable. Already it end here. Nanda si Chaitanya Charitamrita taki Srila Prabhupada. And without any conclusion.
Again will be
How satisfied with all contradictions merges in Krishna. Krishna is the source of all the contradictions. That's why if you were asking in the beginning, na, is this true? Is this true? So how can I answer the beginning? So that is true. Then I will like let it flow. If I take one side, then I take that side. It's inconvenient. I'm sorry, Krishna, I cannot explain. Okay, just one more minute. Sun example is the best. That is the only we can understand. Sun appears somewhere, and initially, what do we see in a sun? Just the light. Then we see 10% of the sun, 20% of the sun, 30% of the sun. When sun reaches here, 10, say we see 5% of the sun right now. Just somewhere else, sun is 0%. Somewhere somebody sees the moment he goes from 1% to 2%, somewhere else the sun is showing his 1%. And just like sun is disappearing somewhere, right at that moment he is disappearing somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else. So sun is 1% appearing in some place or another all the time. And he is 99%, 5%, like if you say pastime of Krishna, it's moving like the movement of the sun. And every 1% of everything about percentage of sun is eternal. At one point in time, sun is 98% visible somewhere. Likewise, Krishna is. That's why I said it cannot be understood. The only way we can understand it, practically we cannot understand how it is happening. The only way we can understand is through the movement of the sun. Example actually how the sun is not like at one place and then he finishes business there, then he's at another city, he finishes business there and the city one. It's simultaneously moving. Likewise, but if we explain how Krishna is doing this, that is at is Krishna simultaneously in many universes? Maybe, but cannot say that. Because it is still compared one moment. Because Krishna's whole one is like one moment for him. So okay, moment after moment, he's like he expands.
Same like we are our vision, we are thinking like sun is moving. But as for some timeline, it is not. So they don't think that's the big fight. Sun goes on this like in the same way. But our vision, we are thinking of it. Same. Maybe like our vision is multiple, but it's a one moment. Yeah. For the timeline.
For us, sun appeared and sun disappeared. That's like for us, Krishna can simultaneously doing everything. Thank you for joining on Zoom. Dandavat pranam, sadhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Amazing, wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.